Oh, now, you might have noticed that a brand new book is on my store. It's a proper length novel this time. I normally do shorter books, but, well, this one's a bit different. Working on it for a while. It's called Killed for the Stone Age. It's the second Penny Dodson mystery. Yes, sorry it's been a bit delayed. I was planning to release this like at the end of February. But, you know, when the war in Russia and Ukraine broke out, it felt a bit tasteless at the time, so I thought, best do a charity video for that and then wait for a bit and then die until Easter. But anyway, partly because of course, well, some of the characters in it are Russian and some of them are Ukrainian, although it would say Soviet on their passports. I'll explain that in a FAQ, which I'll start right now, because there might be some questions you wondered about it. So, for example, why is there a female detective? To me that seems a bit of a strange question. I mean, why not? But apparently it's quite unusual in the genre. But to be honest, I just liked the name Penny Dodson and and so just went with that. Now, you might also be wondering a question. Is there a will they, won't they romantic subplot involving the lead detective? Well, no. To be quite honest, I don't really like romantic subplots. They're difficult to write, very confusing, and especially trying to incorporate the whole will they, won't they stuff that's said, unsaid. I mean, they're hard enough to watch, let alone read, let alone write. So no. Because there are sort of three main detectives in this. You've got Bill, you've got Penny, you've got Tracy. Now, of those, one is already married, one is in a committed relationship with a trans man, and one is an aromantic asexual. And don't worry, none of this is like implicit or in the subtext or nodding a wink. I'll make it pretty explicit. Not the detail. Basically, I'm making the relationship. It's not hidden. I'm not hiding the relationship. It's there. And I'm thinking, ooh, which is which? Aha! You'll have to read the book to find out. And why has it been tagged with alternate history? Well, despite writing it before the war, Oh, this is just my cat. Hello, Pussycat. Hello, Gus. Oh, did you want to be picked up? Oh, no, it's a farce. And anyway, more to the point. Mr. Puss, here's my Gus cat. Rubbing. Anyway, so why is it tagged alternate history? Well, I started work on the Penny Dodson mysteries back in 2018. Then, of course, world events sort of started happening. You know, COVID really reduces the number of possible suspects when there's like a lockdown and only a few people can be in a given location. It kind of narrows things down a lot more and a bit harder to do plot lines. And you might say, yes, well, someone trying to commit murder won't be obeying the lockdown rules, but then they'd be much more noticeable. You know, it's easier to it's harder to tell if someone was in the street if there's virtually no one in the street. So, I decided to change that. To change it to a new timeline. One where COVID was contained, and having had COVID back in January, I'd like to imagine a world where it wasn't a big thing, but you know, you can't just put that in what will be book 5 in the series, have one, you know, just that, and that's the only reference. So I decided, why not go further? There'll be some more alternate timeline references. Book 4 has one as well, and this book, which is the second in the series, you'll find that the Soviet Union still exists into the present day. Now, that's partly why, because of course some of the characters are ethnic Russians, some of them are ethnic Ukrainian. Yes, they'd all be Soviet citizens, but you know, maybe that's why I wanted to just leave things alone, like let things get on, you know, give things a bit of time. So you might be wondering, is this book political? Well, personally, I don't think it is. I personally, you might be thinking, well, you might say, but there's a trans character in it. Well, yeah, they're like they're not a main character, and it's not a big deal, because that's ideally the world where people can just be who they are, and it's not a big deal. But point is, I don't consider representing people to be a particularly political thing. You might disagree, or at least it shouldn't be that political. This might ruffle a few feathers, but to my mind, treating people as people is a good thing. So that's why. But if you think it's political or has a political message, or I mean, it probably kind of does, about, well, let you read it and find out. But point is, it's not meant to be super like bashing you over the head with stuff, but and also there's a lot of theme about redemption and learning and growth, and it's meant to be more positive and uplifting. So, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you enjoyed the book. Oh, and also my World Anvil page is currently open as well, link in the description, and it was lovely having you here.